It's the Centurions squaring off against their hated rivals, the Boston Red Sox. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And we got a rubber match just about set to go. And today's starting pitcher, Brian Bayo. What should we keep an eye on here?
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Left-hand batter waits. That one down the line, and it stays fair. And now it's Austin Hayes. He's got 4 hits in the series on 9 at-bats. Runner takes off. Pitch misses. Throw, and they got him.
Well, this is a real momentum killer after the leadoff single. Tried to steal second base on the first pitch. Defense was all over it. Nicely done from behind the plate with the catch and throw. Then a quick tag before he reaches the base.
And the 1-0. Next offering is outside. And that's outside. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And 2 away now. Here's Adley Rutschman. 4 for 8 in the series so far. And strike 1 to the catcher. Adley Rutschman is one of 7 catchers to be taken with the first overall pick in the draft. The first, Steve Chilcott, 1966. He never made the majors, and worth noting, the number 2 overall pick in that draft, Reggie Jackson. Foul ball there. The wind of the pitch. And takes low for ball 1.
No, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Checks his swing. Appeal down to third, and he held up. Next offering misses. 3-2 now.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Bounce back to the mound. And it gets by him.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Man at first, Anthony Santander at the plate. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. First offering misses the mark. At the belt and fires. That one missed.
2-0.
In the air, center field. Duvall moving under this one. Puts the squeeze on it, and that ends the inning. Nothing across, 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Now the Red Sox will get their shot. No score. Back here at Fenway, Today's starting pitcher, Kyle Gibson. Not the best results a year ago, looking for better this season, Chris.
Yeah, really struggled last year, and it was one of those seasons that you just want to flush. But I think you have to remember and take the opportunity when you do struggle to really look yourself in the mirror, identify what went wrong, and make improvements. And I have no doubt that that's what this guy did in the offseason to prepare himself to come back and to be one of the best bounce-back players in the league. We'll see today. He'll have a real opportunity to prove a lot of people wrong.
And the right-hander deals. Just missed.
That's the ball.
There's a strike. The punch out there. Now one away. Turner climbs in on that right side. Hitless in the first 2 games of the series. He's 0 for 8. That's in there. Strike 1. Now 1-1.
1-1.
Takes it in for the out.
Batting third. No left field.
And next for the Red Sox, Masataka Yoshida. Right side, Frazier. Slings to first. That's the 3rd out. Nothing doing for Boston. We played an inning, no score. Back here at Fenway as we go to the second. Now it's the DH, Ryan O'Hearn. The right-hander back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Next to hit, Gunnar Henderson. And there's the strike.
It's 0-1.
O'Hearn on at first, nobody out. And that's outside. And now it's even 1-1. Time to check on our umpires. Earl Hendricks calling balls and strikes.
Yeah, well-liked umpire, Boog. Pretty consistent with his zone, so if you're familiar with him and how he works, you won't get too surprised by anything. Sometimes he'll give a little bit off the corner, but nothing too crazy at all.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see these guys a lot.
Yeah, Boog, these guys are all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with some of these guys.
Struck him out looking.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Ramon Urias digs in now. Here's the pitch. Runner on the goal. And first offering is fouled off. And he deals. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Casas tossed to second. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're tied 0-0. Back inside Fenway Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the veteran outfielder, Adam Duvall. And the pitch. And that's outside.
That's out.
And that's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Pulled that one right in the direction of the shifted defense, but no one can make a play on it. I mean, that's his approach, and it's probably not changing.
Man aboard, and here is Devers. This is another guy capable of hitting tape measure home runs.
Ball.
That one off the mark. Ball one. Rafael Devers, part of that 2018 team that won it all, but over the past couple of years, he has really turned into one of the top hitters, certainly one of the top left-handed hitters in the American League. Way out front for strike two.
Yeah, and his ability to handle pitches as well outside the zone on the fringes, just impressive. I know we'll never forget the night that he hit a home run off of Aroldis Chapman slightly above the top of the strike zone and just clobbered it to left center field.
Yeah, that pitch was over 100 miles an hour from Chapman, and he raked it out of the ballpark. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
You know, the danger with the slider is leaving it out over the heart of the plate and getting contact on it. If you're going to miss, you want to miss towards the corners, not in the middle. Right there, he does a great job with hard break at the end. He ran it inside. Very difficult to do anything when you're tied up like that as a hitter.
Gibson checks over to first, and he's back. Now batting Tristan Casas. That's through there for a strike. Second inning here, no score. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Feed to second, that's one. On to Mountcastle. It's a double play. One hit in the inning, but no one left. We played 2 full. We're tied, 0-0. On to the third inning. Here's Ryan Mountcastle.
The first baseman.
Mountcastle, a tall first baseman, 26 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2015. The 1-0.
Yeah.
Out towards right center field. And that will fall. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
The 0-1. And that's outside.
Out.
Kicks and fires. On the ground, 2-ball. Story to second, and that's 2.
Nice soft hands on the backhand right there in the 6 hole. Starts the double play. That's not an easy throw, but he puts it on the money. Really good job to get that double play started.
So 2 down now, and here is Cedric Mullins. That one's in there, 0-1.
0-1.
The wide to kick the pitch.
1-2.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Back now at Fenway. Here's Luis Urias.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Late swing fouled off. Gibson, in his 10th season, he features a sinker, a cutter, a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a changeup.
1-1.
Not close with that one, and that's ball one. Here comes a pitch. Bloop behind second. Makes the catch for the out.
Batting in, the catcher.
Here's the catcher, Connor Wong. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. There's the strike.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Next offering is in for a strike. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field. Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Here's Trevor Story, 2 for 6 so far in the series. And first offering is fouled off. The wind of the pitch. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. 2013 in the playoffs, you caught one as the Red Sox played the Rays in the division series.
I sacrificed a bracelet. It was my wrist and my hand.
And that's going to roll to the wall. Story into second, and he's got a double.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
So the batting order turns over, and now the right fielder, Alex Verdugo, led off the game with a strikeout. 0-1 gets a check swing. Appeal to third. And he went around. Ruled a swing.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
Next pitch is popped up. Henderson makes the catch, and that'll do it. And the Red Sox leave one. Still no score. And we're back here at Fenway Park, on to the fourth. Now the left fielder, Austin Hayes. The wind and the pitch. And he pumps it a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to.
Knocks it down. He decides to eat it. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first.
Now catcher, Adley Rutschman.
And now Adley Rutschman. And he's already singled in this game. First pitch, and he just misses.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and part of the order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Hayes gets his lead at first with nobody out. Misses off the plate. And that's ball 2. And there's the strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
The pitch. And that's through there for a strike. Runner at first with no outs here. On the ground to third. Diving, and he can't make the play.
The right fielder.
One of the first real jams of the game for him. Back-to-back singles to start the inning, and he's had a real solid outing, but he needs to lock this situation down if he wants it to stay that way.
Go-ahead run on base. Next to hit, Anthony Santander. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. 0 for 1 with a fly out. No outs, runners at first and second. In the air to left, down the line. Yoshida in position, puts the squeeze on that one, and there's one down.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but a competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at-bat.
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit.
Beautiful swing in his last at-bat, opposite field knock. Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
And first offering is fouled off.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Next pitch misses, and it's 1-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And it's even up. Base hit! And they stop him at third, so bases loaded with one away.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
So digging in, Gunnar Henderson struck out looking at his first at bat. And misses inside.
1-0.
One out, bases full. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-1.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Got him looking. huge strikeout there.
Well, that was such a great opportunity to grab the lead. You had the infield back. All you've got to do is just put the ball in play on the ground, and you drive across a run. It's a frustrating outcome for the hitter. Now, still have a chance, but it's probably going to take a clutch hit with 2 outs.
Ramon Urias will hit next. 0 for 1 so far. Swung on, belted. Gone! Grand slam! Oh my! His first homer of the year, a 4 spot on the board. It's 4-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
And now the first baseman, Ryan Mountcastle. Ball 1, no strikes.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
On the ground to third. Tosses to first. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. But the damage was done right here as you get another look at the grand slam home run. It's now a 4-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Ready to go, bottom 4. Here's Justin Turner.
So, Boog, you went to college in this town. What was it like for you being a college student and having the opportunity to bounce over here to Fenway Park and see some games?
Yeah, in fact, 1990, a couple of college classmates and I, we were in college. We bought standing room tickets, and then the next night got a chance to see the Red Sox clinch the East against the White Sox in that sliding catch in the corner by Tom Brudansky. The Red Sox would end up losing to the Oakland A's in the playoffs, but that's one of the things that I'll think about in terms of memories from going to college and going to Fenway. In the air, out towards right center. It falls in, and that's a hit.
Really nice job, a 2-strike hitting in that at bat. He obviously put a very nice swing on that pitch and really drove it towards the gap, but I'm pretty surprised he only ended up on first right there. And it's kind of hard to say if there was some hesitation or if they just decided to play it safe.
Yoshida at the plate now. That's ball 1. Grounded out his first time. What about the fans at Fenway? Would they let you have it from time to time?
They're definitely intelligent baseball fans, which is awesome. They're not waiting for something to happen. They can smell a big inning or anticipate a situation setting itself up.
Ball to strike. The pitch. This one lifted in the air, left field, and there's one away.
One thing I found that was very cool was making a great play to end the inning and running off the field and getting a standing ovation, even at times when you're not a player on their team. As long as you're not winning, they will celebrate and applaud a great play on the field. These fans here, they love and respect baseball.
That one is absolutely belted. He hits the wall and hangs on. Great catch.
It was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way bad.
Now it's Devers at the plate. He's 0 for 1. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Bangs off the wall. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way, but well, that's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
First and second, 2 down. That's in there, and the count 1-1.
1-1.
Pitch misses there. 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Righty delivers. And the slider just misses.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
The 3-1. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Sneaks through, base hit. Turner around third. Throw is offline, and he scores. It's 4-1.
Back-to-back singles. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Luis Urias up next for the Red Sox. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
Devers on second. Casas at first. 2 out of the inning. That one inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Two outs. And now 2-1.
2-1.
Righty to the plate. And now 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And a pitch. That one is blasted left field towards the monster. And it's over the monster and off the billboard. His second of the year, and they tack on 3. It's 4-4.
He wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
And the batter now, Connor Wong. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Outside.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound, and this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Tied at 4. Pitch is in there, and it's 1-1.
1-1.
And that misses off the outside edge. Out towards left center. Tracks it down for the out. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. But 4 runs score in the inning. 3 coming right here on the 3-run homer. It's now tied 4-4. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back in Boston, top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Adam Frazier. Bayo back to work. Bounced up the middle. Frazier retired.
Now batting, the center fielder, Cedric.
And now, Cedric Mullins. And a strike in there.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Next offering misses down and away. And now it's even up. Tied at 4. Popped up. And that one actually would be grabbed by Story. 2 down.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, it will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Digging in, Austin Hayes. 1 for 2. Out to short. Story. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Well, that's such a routine play. Probably makes that throw accurately 99 out of 100 times, or even better. But that one just got away from him a little bit, and he couldn't stay on the bag at first.
So 2 down, and the batter now, Adley Rutschman.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
There's a strike. The pitch. And it's fouled away. Hayes off of first with 2 away. Next offering is down low. Going to count 1 and 2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Foul ball, still a 1 and 2 count.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
And it finds its way through for a hit.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. I'm amazed at his ability to pull his hands inside and actually square that baseball off. That pitch was off the plate. So tough to get the barrel to anything in there. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
And the righty deals. A little out front there as he swings through it. Bullpen activity starting up now. Mauricio Llovera appears to be getting loose. Paxton getting cranked up as well. And here it comes. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So they strand 2 after a base hit and an error. Last half of the 5th coming up. And we are tied 4-4. And welcome back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Trevor Story. And the pitch. That one pushed foul. Here comes the 0-1. That one drifts inside. The pitch. On the ground right side. Whips it to first. And the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth.
The right fielder, number 99.
Here's Alex Verdugo. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Left-hand hitter waits. On the ground to short. Whips it across. And that quickly, 2 away.
No, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
Here's Turner now. In there, and it's 0-1. Started to go after it. Now a look down to first. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. This game's all tied at 4. Back here at Fenway Park. And now the DH, Ryan O'Hearn. O'Hearn, 29 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2014. That misses off the outside edge.
Well, these guys really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. The numbers paint a pretty clear picture. The offense likes playing with fire today. 7 of their hits have come off of fastballs, so that tells me their timing is pretty locked in right now.
The next offering misses. 2-1.
So with that fastball approach in mind, it'll be interesting to see if we see any adjustments in terms of the pitch calling, and clearly there's been a need to mix it up a little bit more than they have.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
And now Alex Cora is out of the dugout, and he will make a move for the bullpen. Brian Bayo gives way, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with a new pitcher after this break. Mauricio Llovera comes on now. He's making his 2nd appearance of the season. Go-ahead run on base. Here's the third baseman, Gunnar Henderson, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Nobody out. Runner at first. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1. Rolled slowly to first. Casas flips it behind his back. The batter will be the shortstop, Ramon Urias. He's already homered here in this one. That's in there. And that's strike 1. It feels like we might be headed towards a rain delay if the weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the umpiring crew are going to pay attention to how the weather is impacting this game. And the moment it becomes dangerous, I think, is the moment we'll be forced to take a break.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Hard liner. Duvall makes the play, and that is a big first out.
The first baseman, number 6, Ryan Mountcastle.
2 on, 1 out. And here's the first baseman, Ryan Mountcastle.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Action in the pen down there. Garrett Whitlock, the young right-hander, up and throwing. The 1-0. Swing and a ball popped up, and it falls. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away.
No, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there.
With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a long dart in there, and he found a way.
Frazier in the box now, takes strike 1. O'Hearn, the runner at third. Henderson at second. Mountcastle over at first with 1 away. In the air right field. Verdugo ranging after it. Makes the grab. Both runners tagging.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner at third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Now it's going to be Cedric Mullins. 1 for 3.
Well, the way these two teams have battled in this game, you know you need more. Got to continue to add runs if you're going to get out of here with a win.
That's towards center. Duvall racing in some more. Pulls it in on the run. And that is that. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. On to the bottom of inning number 6. The Centurions have the lead, 5-4. Back here at Fenway, bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the left fielder, Masataka Yoshida. Gibson back to work. And takes low for ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
In there at the knees for a strike.
1-1.
The pitch. And he hits a ground ball right side. Frazier on to first in time. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Now center fielder,
Adam Duvall at the plate.
Well, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Duvall goes 6'1", 235 pounds, and he's a former Gold Glove Award winner. Duvall, a swing and a deep drive, left field, and it's off the wall. Hayes throws to second, and he'll reach second with 1 away.
This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way.
Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Man at second with 1 away. Rafael Devers up to hit. There's the strike. The pitch. And that one fouled off. The 0-2. Tried to check his swing. Appeal to third. Yes, he did. Down he goes on strikes. And now the first baseman, Tristan Casas.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Slap the other way, foul. Tap softly third base side, a swinging bunt. Out number 3. One left for the Red Sox. Still down a run. It's 5-4. Back here at the ballpark, we go to the top of the 7th, and now it's going to be Austin Hayes. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
Next one misses. Ball 2.
2-0.
Lifted in the air, right center field. That one gets down for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher.
You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
Here's the catcher to hit, Adley Rutschman. Check swing. He held up. Ball 1.
1-0.
Right-handed reliever. And another ball. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field.
Couple of singles back to back. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Now it's the right fielder, Anthony Santander.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Line drive, caught. Two on, one out. Next is the designated hitter, Ryan O'Hearn.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boo.
Pitch misses, and it's 1-0. And a good eye there.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
Left field. And in one hops the wall. One runs in. Here comes Rutschman around third. He scores as well, and they lead by 3. So the Red Sox go to the bullpen. James Paxton. This is his 3rd time out this year. Now the third baseman, Gunnar Henderson. That one's in there. That's strike one.
No ball. One strike.
Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time. And 1-2.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Ramon Urias, the next to hit. He's already homered in this game. That one misses, and that's ball one. O'Hearn stands at second with two gone. Paxton deals. This one in the air center field. Brings it in with a nice running grab. And that's the inning. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this two-run double. It's now 7-4. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Welcome back. Bottom of the seventh. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Urias. The Red Sox in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
And he deals. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Red Sox, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've launched 6 hits at 90+ exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
And a pitch. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And the right-hander deals. And a ball evens the count. Up the middle. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the seventh.
The batter, the catcher,
Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. That one finds the corner. That's strike two. And ball one. Got him. And he's down on strikes for the second time today. Trevor Story comes up to the plate. Strike one.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
0-2 now.